What's up, everybody? Ballard here, checking in. Hope everyone's been doing pretty good lately. Want to get back to making some good college football videos outside of doing team previews. Probably not going to preview every team like I wanted to, which I've just given up on that dream of trying to complete the perfection of previewing all of the Power Four. Let's just call it what it is. Each year, we're going to try to preview or as many teams as we can. But anyway, let's go ahead and full screen this one. We want to look at FanDuel Sportsbook, which is a pretty popular betting site from what I hear. I'm not here to place any bets, but I am curious for some of these conferences for the Power Four. We're going to take a look at a couple different teams that I'm curious about. Not all of them in the Power Four, but what are some win totals we could look at for 2026? Let's take a look. And again, I'm not gonna like pull up schedules or anything, but um, just kind of basic, like, hey, what's their win total, and does this seem like a team that could hit that many wins and go over? So um, there's that. But y'all let me know what you guys think in the comments. We're gonna start with Alabama. Over 8.5 wins is the favorite at 122 betting. Um, and this is what is this? January 25th. I don't know when this was actually put out, but this is still like again the regular season wins for Alabama would be 8.5. If they hit over, they are 9-3 or better. I don't think they get worse than maybe 8-4. I would guess. I think it's all going to depend on quarterback play from Austin Mack or Keelan Russell, whoever they decide to roll the dice with here in 2026. But what do you guys think about Alabama? Over under 8.5. Let me zoom in a little bit here for you guys, and I think we'll be all right. I think we'll probably be fighting for a playoff spot. It's all going to depend on quarterback play. You got guys coming back like Ryan Williams, changing his jersey number to number 1, by the way, and Ryan Coleman Williams putting his full name out there. Um, there's going to be some key guys returning. There's going to be a lot of new faces, some transfers coming in, all that good stuff. Okay, so there's Alabama. I'm curious any more in the SEC. I'm curious about Auburn. I'm going to take a guess and say 6.5 or 5.5 here. I would probably put them at 6 or 7 wins. I think they have to make a bowl game. They know they have to make a bowl game. Alex Golish comes in as the head coach. I would take uh, I would probably put them 6-6 right now. They got them at 6.5. I would probably take the under if it were me, but at the same time, you never know. Any other intriguing teams? How about John Summerall in Florida? They are at 7.5 wins. They might they might go 7-5 though, but I think that's it. So I'd have to take the under there. Well, again, all of these. Let me know what you guys think. Let's stick to the SEC. We'll do one more. I think we know Georgia's at like 11 or 10.5, something like that. What about South Carolina? Let's pick a low hanging fruit in the SEC. South Carolina over under 6.5. They could go 6-6, and you take the under, and you'd still win. Because you got to hit over that number, and to get over that number, let's say if you were to take like the over, they'd be 7-5 or better. You guys know how this works. Some of y'all out there. So there's that. What about the Big Ten? Let's go to the Big Ten here. Iowa. I made a bet with Lou, and I won, and the bastard never paid me. Love you, Lou, but sorry. uh, Pay Ballard, but I'm not worried about it. But 7.5 wins. again, by the way, for Iowa. I don't know if they would hit it again, hit the over again. They were at 7.5 last year. I needed them to go 8-4, and I won. I think they hit it right on the money with 8 wins in the regular season. But over under is 7.5. Michigan, I'm curious about them with a new head coach, first year head coach. Kyle Whittingham comes over from Utah. Over under 8.5. Ooh, what's their schedule? I'm actually going to pull that up. Can they hit over that with a new head coach? They probably could. I think they got some talent over there, but what's their schedule look like? Western Michigan, Oklahoma at home, UTEP, Iowa at Minnesota, Penn State, Indiana, Rutgers, Michigan State, Oregon, UCLA, Ohio State. Oh yeah, they got this. They got this. They'll be fighting for that Big Ten title for sure. For sure. Nebraska. Shout out to Nate. Over under 6.5, and we kind of already previewed Nebraska. I put them at like 6-6. I think. I don't expect too much from them, and they do have one of the tougher Big Ten schedules. So, I mean, they play teams, if I recall, like Michigan State on the road. They host Indiana. They go to Autzen Stadium in Eugene to play the Ducks. They get back-to-back games at the end of the season with Ohio State at home and then Iowa on the road for the rivalry weekend. So we'll see. Uh, but yeah, the basic favorites, or what we thought, one of them at least was Penn State last year. They failed. What are they at with Matt Campbell coming in? 9.5. Under 9.5 is more so the favorite here. Above them, they got Oregon over 10.5 wins or under 10.5 wins. Ohio State 9.5. So they got a better win total, bigger win total for Oregon than Ohio State. Now, I could see that making somewhat a little bit of sense here. I guess I could get it. Okay. ACC. No one cares about Boston College or Cal. Clemson 7.5. I'm done picking Clemson to bounce back too, by the way. I'm just done with that crap until I see them do it. So we'll see. But they got them at 7.5. Florida State 6.5. Georgia Tech 6.5. Miami regular season, by the way. These are all regular season games. 10.5 for the Hurricanes, the national runner-up last year. Um, So yeah. By the way, what did they? Let me go back to the Big Ten. What do they have Indiana at as the defending champs? Did we not look at that? 10.5 over under. Okay. Okay. I like that. I like that. That's fair. Georgia Tech, Miami, North Carolina, and Bill Belichick. Oh gosh, 4.5. Oh God. Oh, that's funny. Because you got to think like they place these as like I don't understand a whole lot on how it works, but for the most part it's like the over under win total is based on their schedule and how they are perceived to perform, if that makes sense. All right, Big 12. We looked at who else did we look at? We looked at the other conferences, I guess, but well, let me see Notre Dame 11.5. I can roll with that. Big 12 here. Baylor 6.5. Colorado 4.5. They might could go over Colorado. I don't know. Iowa State 5.5. Only 5.5. Well, they did lose Matt Campbell to Penn State, so I don't blame them. I need to look at who Iowa State actually brought in as their coach, though. I never saw who they brought in. But anyway, so y'all let me know what you guys think about some of these. Texas Tech over under 11.5. Utah without Kyle Whittingham 8.5. They still should be good. West Virginia 5.5. Again, they brought back Rich Rod last year, so yeah. Anyway, appreciate you guys for watching. Love y'all. Jesus loves you. Keep your head up. Thanks so much, and we'll see you next time here at BSM.